That's true. This is why we. This was the idea from which we founded INOC. Now we called it International Network for Organization Development and Coaching, because we started with coaching. Then we found out, oh no, it's what we understand under organizational coaching in other countries. They have a different understanding of it. It's OD there, dialogic OD there. Then our colleague Bernhard Hauser came in and said, no, that's action learning. What we are doing. And now maybe you would say it's partnership development and modern leadership development.
I would say that within the next 5 years you need to change your name to the Institute for the Evolution of Human Consciousness, but we mustn't stop there. Of human consciousness in a dynamic relationship with the more than human world.
With the more?
The more than human world.
Okay.
I no longer use the term environment.
Yeah.
Because we make the environment a thing outside of us.
Yeah.
The environment does not. The environment is within us as well as outside us.
That's true.
Yeah.
But
it flows through us. So, but you see, the quote I always come back to. It's in at least 3 of my 6 or 7 books. It's from Gregory Bateson.
Right.
And he says, we have fundamentally misunderstood Darwin.
Yeah.
When Darwin talks about the survival of the fittest, and by the way, he didn't say that. That was Spencer. It's not about the most successful organisation or the
most adaptable.
Well, even that, it's not even the most adaptable. He said, we think the unit of survival is the individual, the team, the organisation, the nation, the species.
Okay.
We think that is the unit of survival. And it never, ever is. The unit of survival is any one of those in dynamic co-evolution with its ecological niche.
Absolutely.
So you cannot talk about saving a species. You can't save a species. You can perhaps put a few examples in a zoo,
right.
but the species is gone.
Right.
You can only save a species and its ecological niche. You can't have an excellent organisation, a high-performing team, an excellent leader. They're all nonsenses. And I go on to say, well, that is not only do we have to change our way of thinking about the unit of survival, but the unit of flourishing.
Yeah.
The unit of flourishing is not the individual or the team or the organisation. And that metanoia, that shift of looking is so fundamental, because all our language is built on subject, object,
right.
somebody doing something to another. It's atomized.
Yeah.
It sees things. It's about things,
not
about flows.
Oh, now I understand how much you always stress the spiritual aspect, because this is what you call systemic being. What you just mentioned.
And so I do in my last book, this leadership team coaching and practice.
Okay.
I have a whole section on systemic beatitudes.
Oh, wonderful!
And this is
I'm so interested to read your books. They just didn't come across my way up to now, but this will change now.
So the beatitudes, I'm partly evoking the whole Christian teaching in that. But the word beatitude, if you break it down, is attitude of being.
Okay, beatitude.
It is how do I show up? Oh. How is my being co-creating with yours within this interview?
Okay.
Yeah, because we now in leadership development, people talk about how do I develop my presence, but I can't own presence. Presence is co-created.
I love it.